Ladies and gentlemen of the press, welcome to this media briefing. As you may be aware, the country is under the second wave of desert locust invasion. The second wave began with swarms entering from Ethiopia and Somalia in mid-2020. To date, 15 counties have reported desert locust invasion, namely Marsabit, Wajir, Garissa, Tana River, Lamu, Kilifi, Taita Taveta, Mandera, Machakos, Kitui, Isiolo, Samburu, Laikipia, Meru, and Tharaka Nithi. Basically 75 swarms have been reported so far. And out of those, 66 swarms have been treated, reflecting a total area of 19,100 hectares. So that means 80% success rate in terms of containing and decimating the locusts. As I indicated in Naivasha last year, the government preparedness on desert locust management has been greatly enhanced. The government has established 8 control bases strategically in Isiolo, Marsabit, Masinga, Garissa, Turkana, Mandera, Lamu, and Taita Taveta to coordinate desert locust management operations. In addition, we have deployed 9 surveillance and spray aircrafts, and 3 are also on standby because the invasion has not reached the level where we require those extra 3, but we have put them on standby because the situation can change very quickly. A lot of this situation is unpredictable because you can't predict with accuracy how many swarms will be swarming into Kenya from Ethiopia or from Somalia anytime. In fact, the information we have is that there are many swarms along the border across into Ethiopia that are static because the weeds are not blowing. The weeds are also static because of the mountains there. And therefore they could cross any time. Therefore, that's why we must be prepared in case the strength of the weed pushes them into Kenya. We have also deployed 21 vehicles mounted with sprayers for ground control operations in the various bases. Sufficient control pesticides both at the headquarters and all the field control bases to handle the desert locust invasion, where necessary, will be purchased. In other words, we are saying we have enough pesticides foreseeable tunatarajia in the next 2-3 months, 2 months, if things don't change. But as I've said, you can't. The situation is always not that predictable. So if the situations remain the way it is, but we still want to add some more just for contingent measures because the demand for the pesticide is quite high. I'm told we are sending 20,000 liters every week into the bases. And the chemicals we use are also, they also operate differently. There are some that are slow acting and are appropriate for ground spraying. There are others that are also very effective and appropriate for aerial spraying. A lot of the chemicals we have are those slow acting that are very effective for ground spraying. Not that they are not effective in the aerial spraying, but they take longer and you would spend more, you would use more. So we want, we've already agreed within our meeting with all the agencies and partners that are involved in this exercise for us to quickly procure those quick-acting ones so that the ones we have, we can reserve them for ground spraying so that we are more effective. But so far, so good. Working with partners, World Bank and FAO, the government has trained over 500 NYS personnel who have been deployed in all the field bases in the country. 500 more NYS personnel will be trained and deployed in the next 2 months. We have decided to train more because the ones that we trained, we are also told they are almost graduating from national service to go into their career training, and they may not be available in the next 1 month or so for deployment. So we need other cadres to be trained to be able to support us in this work. So let me therefore take this opportunity to thank the agencies and development partners who are working with us in this exercise, who have done very good work. There has been very good coordination, and we have under meeting this morning to see how we can improve further to make ourselves even more effective moving forward, given that the situation in terms of numbers is going to change within the next 1 month as predicted. Therefore, we need even better coordination, we need to be better equipped, and we need to be better able to predict, and we think we are fine. We believe we can be able to manage the situation. Given our experience in the previous invasion, we are better prepared. So I want to thank FAO, who have been very valuable partners. I want to thank also the World Bank, who are supporting us in one of our programs that is providing us money to help us in this exercise. I also want to thank government agencies that have been working with us, the Kenya Defense Forces, who have been helping us in spraying and logistics, especially in the areas where there is potential insecurity, especially in Mandera, Wajir, and parts of largely Mandera and Wajir, and a bit of Garissa, and of course the NYS for their invaluable support and partnership in this national exercise. I also want to thank the Descent Locusts organization for East Africa, who are also with us here, and Dr. Njoka here is the director in Addis Ababa. He's also a Kenyan. They are also been our partners. I'm sure you know Amisi, who is the deputy country director of FAO, who has also been very supportive in terms of technical expertise and even resources. FAO has been very invaluable. Ronald, who is also the deputy country director for IFAD, they have also come in a big way. They are also supporting us. You know IFAD, and of course my secretary in charge of administration, who has been coordinating this exercise. So thank you very much. So we really want to take this opportunity to thank also the general public for the information, a lot of information, scouting. Even though we have scouts across the country, usually citizens have also been volunteering information to tell us they are here, and then we take action. But we have a very well coordinated approach. Counties are at the center of it, communities at the center of it, and the basis that we have established in those counties are actually regional basis. Even though they're in particular counties, they are supposed to coordinate those regions working with the county administration, both at the county level in terms of the county government, but also national government administration led by the county commissioner and the security personnel at the county. They have all been giving valuable support in this national exercise. So we want to assure Kenyans that the government is adequately prepared to combat the desert locust invasion, and there should be no cause for alarm. We believe we will manage the situation, we will contain it so that there is minimum damage, and as we have said before, where there is damage, again we'll work with the communities to restore livelihoods that are affected by the invasion. Because we live in a region that has challenges, and irrespective of what we do internally in the country, we are not in control of what happens in other countries. We are not in control of what happens in Ethiopia and Somalia and Yemen. So even when we cleared the locusts that were homegrown here, the ones that invaded and the remnants, we were not able to do much across the borders, and that's why we have this second invasion. We are also already working on a long-term solution. Now that we are in this situation and we can't control elsewhere, what do we need to do? How do we maintain our capacity that will help us to deploy quickly? And we want to look at a long-term approach to this problem that seems that it will be with us for quite a while. So thank you very much.